up, guys? All right. So I figured I would just record this. Sorry, making sure the microphone here is good. I figured I'd just record this in case some people couldn't make it, and it would just be nice to have, I guess, in case you wanted to refer back to it. But yeah, print on demand. It's a super easy way to make a bunch of products that you actually don't have to invest money into, and you can then have them to sell without any space, any upfront cost. Most of the print on demand places actually will, integrate with a lot of platforms. So whenever someone, say like Printful, for example, whenever someone buys your eBay product, you do nothing else. After you upload your design, they will actually, print the order, deliver it to the customer, and I guess all you would have to do is leave your positive feedback or whatever it might be. But yeah, they'll do all that for you. It's one click and it's in there. And like say if they all of a sudden go out of the color red for like a shirt, they'll make your inventory be 0. It's pretty convenient. I did it one time. Like I do print on demand every October. It's National Down Syndrome Awareness Month. So, since my son, it's a big deal for me. And basically what we like to do every year is have a fundraiser of sorts so we can donate to whatever charity we want that's related to Down syndrome. So this year we did one, and I thought, hey, let's do print on demand. I've never done that as a fundraiser. And we raised like $600. All I did was made a website on Weebly in a matter of 10, 15 minutes and shared the website on my Facebook, and people bought the stuff. So you don't have to be, super graphic designer. That's not the thing. I took a couple images, or I typed some words and used a font off Google. You don't have to be like the most artistic or anything like that at all. I mean, look at the stuff that we wear. like right now, I think I'm wearing a t-shirt with like a WVU logo. I would not recommend using licensed things like that, but you can, get logos or some things. Like some of them even they have the licenses for other companies. So like I know Redbubble, maybe you can use things like the Simpsons characters and whatnot in your designs, and they've already paid for it, so it doesn't cost you a dime. But I'm going to walk you through how to do it. I'll walk you through how to set up like Printful specifically, only for the fact that it integrates with eBay. And I'll show you, I'll throw in a couple other things like, how to find stuff for cheaper. And this is also why I hate the eBay sold price. When people say it'll only sell for that much, I hate that, because people like this or people like me will snipe things like this and then resell them for higher. So lots of stuff. I'll try to make it quick. If you guys have any questions after the fact, just let me know. And yeah, think about what you want me to share next time too. All right. And here we go. I'm going to start at, let's say we will start right here at Printful. All right, this is my first time using Google Meet as well to record a video. So if I mess it up, don't make fun of me too much. Just tell me what I did wrong. All right, Printful. As you can see, you can just kind of pop right in here. It'll tell you some information. This is like a dashboard. But it depends on what you want to sell. Like some people want to sell posters. Some people want to sell postcards, socks, whatever it is. Like selling printables or templates is great because you only make the design one time. And then you can have a bunch of other people sell it after the fact. And they actually have a really good blog on Printful as well. I don't know who reads. It's a dying thing nowadays, but if you're interested, definitely check it out. Sorry. Definitely check it out and go from there. But basically, for Printful, you'll upload a product template. Here's some of the Down syndrome things I was talking about before. These are actually fairly common, open source kind of stuff. I don't, I didn't do any of this by hand. Let's be honest, if I try to do this by hand, it would look a little awkward. But here's a sticker I found, and then I just put this on a hoodie. They give you their options, and it starts that much. But we'll check it out. I'll actually make one with you right here so you can kind of see how fast it is. But you make a new template, and it's like, what do you want to sell? Now, Printful, like I said, will integrate with a lot of places, but you'll find that Printful doesn't have as much options, I guess I would say, as some of the other places. Like this one that I'm going to show you later. Actually, I'm not going to show you here. It's called Gutenberg. That one you can do everything from, the mats that you wipe your feet off of whenever you walk into a house to, gosh, there's just so many random things on that one. But there's a ton of them out there. There's a ton of third-party services. I'll even include a link to this blog that I get often to give you guys a couple ideas of what you can do, but we'll just roll through it real fast. Like obviously shirts, obviously leggings, other shirts, long sleeve. There's going to be tons of stuff. Swimwear, that's kind of cool. It depends also too, like what I like to do or what I'm going to start doing more often is make a website specified for like children's clothing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like those completely inappropriate kids onesies where it's like it'll say something crazy like my parents beat me or shake me or something. That's money. Whether you agree with it or not, cool. But you can make your own kind of thing off of that kind of that idea. You don't have to be that offensive if you don't want to. This word right here is toques. That's a Canadian thing. I had no idea. Found that out not long ago. I had a couple Canadians bug me about it. And yeah, hats, phone cases. I don't know if people still buy a bunch of phone cases. That was never my thing. Bags are kind of big. These shopping bags, like people that go grocery shopping, they bring their own bags. That's pretty nice. Like say if you decided to make a blog or an affiliate website based on like keeping the world green, you could throw your link specifically to bags like that are recyclable and reusable, not recyclable, but reusable, like shopping bags. It's just kind of the purpose of a lot of this stuff too that I want to point out is that I like to put them all together into one, not necessarily just do one thing, but if you do a combination of things like your blog, your podcast, your video, your whatever, your social media, and then you all kind of refer back to your websites or your stores, and then you sell them again and you can make extra money that way. So it's like a layered effect. Makeup stuff. Makeup is huge. Personal care, beauty, those products, it's like top 2 or 3 in for niche searches. Bandanas, this would be actually kind of funny. I got a good idea for that. I'm going to keep that to myself, though. Neckties. Also, like those face masks that everyone's wearing now. Every print-on-demand service does that. If you wanted to do a bunch of them, go for it. I mean, honestly, with the way things are going, they're probably going to be around for a bit. Here's something that actually my girlfriend was looking at. She wanted her own brand for like balanced body and balanced mind, soul kind of thing. She's a pretty athletic, pretty fit kind of person. So she was looking at making her own yoga mat. And I was like, you could do it this way. You could have the print on demand thing. Until you got bigger, there's no reason to buy a bunch of product inventory and stuff right now as a startup. Like read the book Lean Startup. Like it's no reason to do a lot of that stuff because who knows what conditions are going to bring. But she could, print her own yoga mats. Puzzles, pens, housewares, cups. You're going to see a coffee mug on every store, I feel like. Pillowcases, magnets. This would be kind of fun. Wall art, posters. Posters would be a cool idea, especially if you were artistic at all, which I am, but I'm not going to be for profit because then it takes the fun out of it for me. But if someone liked doing that, they could sell their own designs right on posters. Towels, prints. blankets. If you have any kind of savvy of as far as building websites as well, you could offer a service for someone that doesn't know that you're doing it, because it doesn't matter anyway. But you could say, hey, send me pictures of your kids. I'll put them on canvas prints. Boom, here you go. You could do this right from your Facebook. Like if you're a mom that knows a lot of other moms that aren't going to put the time into it to do this, you could put prints of your friends' kids and charge them the income on top of it. So it'll give you, Printful does this. We'll just go for it now. It'll give you the price that Printful charges. So they're starting at $29.95. So the essence behind this is that the print on demand service, which this one might be a little high. I'm not sure. I've never looked at these costs for other ones. So you want to price check it out to see which one you can make the most off of it, who has the best service and who ships the fastest. And make sure, I would personally, if you're in the US, make sure they're US based, so you're not getting something from overseas that will take 6 to 8 weeks. Excuse me. But this is average 7 to 10 days. That's pretty good. That's not a bad turnaround. So you would charge based on this number. If your third-party services is charging you $30, you want to mark that up so it's worth your time. So in that case, if I were selling it like off my Facebook specifically, I'd say, hey, $45, that's my starting price, for $50, for $49.95, or whatever it might be. And then anyone that ordered, I'm going to make $20 off of it, because all I'm doing is taking their designs and doing the same thing they could have done and then just selling it at a premium. And the reason that works is because, I don't know if you've noticed, the world is all about convenience. There's a reason why drive-through restaurants exist. So it's conveniently placed for you to get in and get out. In the way that, everyone has an attention span nowadays of not much. That's kind of the reason. So placemats, tablecloths, all kinds of homeware, cutting boards. What I would also do too is, like, say if I were doing cutting boards and like table runners and all that nonsense, I would even put into, like, if I were to make a website, I would say that, and then I would do certain blog posts for affiliate products, just like Amazon products. So if anyone bought through my affiliate links, like this is an affiliate link. If someone goes through there, signs up, they get paid for that. This website, which I'm fine with because they actually have a lot of content that's useful. But I have these myself, obviously. But if you make your own website, better homes for single dads, like, say that could be something that I could do. And all it is about like homewares and products and stuff that could be helpful for single dads. I could just write a blog post, kind of like this. This is in essence a blog post. And then include links to, like, hey, check out, I enjoy these, I don't know, knives that I got from such and such. And then I just put a link. And anytime anyone clicks through it and buys it, I get a commission. And then in addition, I would have my own products, like this kind of houseware stuff. And anyone that bought those, I get a bigger commission. So it's all a rolling passive kind of thing. And the best part is you only make these posts once a month, twice a month, whatever you want to do. And then people find them later because you're going to learn how to do SEO with me as well. And then later they find it 6 months, 18 months, and you still get paid years later. And that's kind of nice to have that residual digital dollar that just keeps coming. Shower curtains, yada, 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 yada. I think that you guys kind of get the point by now. This is actually kind of fun. I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to do a dive bar website. And I'm going to actually contact a few dive bars in the country about getting their terrible shirts that they sell and selling them for them. So that'll be fun. Floor mats. Oh, I didn't even know that. I'll do that too. We were looking at finding a supplier to make our own floor mats when we were talking about making a thing. So yeah. Journals, notebooks, calendars, greeting cards. This is something as well. Say if you don't want to make a business out of this, you just want to have something done. Like, say you are you have a large family. My son's mother, one of her relatives actually does this every year. Her gift for everyone is she makes a calendar with everyone's birthdays and she puts a picture of them on that day. and it's great, right? Like she puts a little effort into it. You could actually design all that calendar, the same exact concept. Like if you had a big family, and if you didn't want to like just give it to them at Christmas, or if you wanted everyone to have the ability to buy their own if they wanted to, you could do that and make your own little link and let them buy it. You don't have to make money off of it. You can charge them exactly what it costs as well. But you can put together the product, solicitate the process, and help them. So there's tons of different. Just stickers are kind of fun. I'm gonna do this with my kid. I'm gonna make a bunch of them with me and him, and just put them all over his stuff. But yeah, there's just tons of ideas. The pet niche, bro. Don't even get me started on the money there. Tons of ideas for you guys if you're interested. If you're not, it's cool too. But where were we? Back to Printful. So we'll walk through a thing and show you how pretty quick this is. Bean bags. Sorry, I'm gonna get one of these for myself. Maybe just sit around all day and be lazy. Okay. So let's just make a t-shirt. That's going to be probably what most people do right off the bat because it's easy to do. And, people aren't walking around naked, especially in this weather. So you see here, they give you different options. And most third-party printing services like this have multiple options, just because. Different options, different quality, different colors. I'm just going to go with the best seller. The reason it's the best seller, I'm sure, is because it's $7.95. So I would imagine a lot of people that do this would make a shirt that cost them $7.95, and then they charge their customers like $20. So they have a large markup, right? Let's see here. It looks like they only have these colors: navy, black, yada yada yada. And then I have to add a design. Now you can make all your designs before. You can use their designs. You can do different stuff, whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to make something very basic and generic of just this little Christmas guy. And like I said, this is probably not going to be a big hit. We're not doing it for that. I'm just wanting to show you how easy it can be. And, we're going to make a shirt. And I'll show you how to put this right on something like eBay. Go on alignment. You can do things like changing the old font. And like I said, too, like you don't have to use what's on, where we're on Printful here. You can just go and download one and use a service like Canva, which is what I would do. Canva's great, but I love Canva. And yeah, that's what you could do it that way. No. But as you can see, it's pretty simple for the most part. It's not like we're putting. Actually, I'm going to align this up. I'd rather have that a little higher. Oh no, Kev. We're not putting a ton of work into something like this. Let's see what my guy looks like. It's cool because they give you the mock-up right there. You can see it. It's easy to make. And honestly, I think we're done. If I wanted to, I could actually, say if I were a high school kid and I wanted to make some money for my group or organization or my team, my football team or whatever it was, do it this way. And then you don't have to buy all that stuff and then have it all later. So we got our template. I'm going to change this to something so I don't sell it on accident later. That would be awkward if I added that into my own personal thing. You can add your sizes. As you see, it should say down here. Certain sizes like 2X and 3X are going to cost more. But what you do to combat that is you just charge more. And a lot of people understand. That's bigger guys, myself included. We get that sometimes it costs more to wrap cloth around our bodies. All right, so we got that template there. And now I could either, change the info or not. This actually gives you your solid write-up. So that person that doesn't know how to do descriptions, hey, they did it for you. Or if someone has a bunch of questions, hey, here it is. You know, all that's there. Here's different things if you wanted to do like on the sleeve, on the back, on the front, all that. We don't have to worry about a lot of that. Sizes, whatever it might be. There's also reviews that are already built in for you. You can use those and use that social, referral kind of experience and go from there. Now you can choose a platform. You can hit it straight to your website. We're doing integration, by the way. So if you don't know what integration means, it's when one platform or one product integrates or works directly with another. So it makes it super easy, right? You don't have to save all their stuff from this website and then upload it all to the other one. You can integrate it with a couple clicks, and then it'll ship, or it'll just kind of go right over there. So if you're an Etsy seller, you can connect it. You don't have to copy paste. You can just automatically put this store over to there. Integration is a beautiful thing, and I love it because it just saves you a lot of time. If this were the 90s, oh my God, it would be a terrible, terrible day. But Gumroad, also, if you're selling your own digital products, you could sell something to go with it. Here's an idea. So you could sell an ebook and a t-shirt or something all together. Just get creative with it, guys. But this will tell you how to do it, your connection. Printful themselves actually has a pretty good customer service thing. I know I had some questions just to double check and make sure. And they were pretty quick to answer back and super helpful. There you go. So it'll give you your I guess, instructions and what you have to do. You have to set up all that and finalize it. I should actually probably keep track of that right there because it's been a minute since I've done this. Need the old fingerprint for my, video store here, even though we're right here. And now I think we're integrated. Yeah, we're there. Oh, I got to complete my eBay thing. eBay, always getting you. Hey, as a moment too for this, if anyone wants to use this code and get $5 off something they order, copy that for yourself. I'll leave it there for 1 second. I don't need it. And if you guys want to get $5 off, have at it. Just use this promo code when you order something on eBay. Just plug it in. Also, there's no guarantees that that's going to work because someone could have just done it right now. So I have to finish my seller account apparently with eBay for my test store or my store that I just use to show people how to make listings. And it's okay if we don't do it, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to hold up your time because it'll take me about 10 minutes. So we'll show that. And now I'll show you down here. When someone orders, you set up your billing. So basically when someone orders, which someone did in the past from a different one that I had, when someone orders, you pay for the price of it yourself. And then that person pays for it too. So to explain that, for my Down syndrome awareness fundraiser, I just used my personal card, and then I had a Stripe account or a PayPal account, depending on how you want to do it, where the funds from the buyer would go to. And then I had those amounts automatically deposited in my account, which sometimes can take 2 days, obviously, like if it's a weekend or just however PayPal or who works. So I would have the amount get bought from like me, and then it would get added back to my account later, if that makes sense. So I would pay it up front, which would only take me about a second or two, and then they would pay for it. To combat that, so nothing comes out of your pocket at all, you could use your PayPal debit card that they give you for having a business, and you could just have that sync to it. So that way, if someone bought something, it would just come straight out of your PayPal. You don't have to do it the complicated way that I did, but if you want to do it that way, you can. The reason I did it that way is because it was a fundraiser and I didn't want to hit my business money. So I wanted to have it out of my pocket so we could donate it back later. instead of messing around. Also, if you guys ever want to get samples, they'll give them to you at a discount, pretty much all of them. And Printful specifically, I don't do this, but if you wanted to, they do warehousing and fulfillment. So if you have a smaller place and you don't want to have all this junk around your house, you can actually mail them all of your resale stuff. They'll hold on to it for you. And then whenever you make an order, they'll fulfill it for you. So they'll print it. Oh my gosh. They will package it and ship it to your customer, which here it is. If you guys want to check it out. I don't do it because I don't mind just having the stuff myself. So they will actually help you with making keywords and making promos, like little videos. And I get a phone call in the middle of that, so sorry about that. And let's see here. End of the day, you can actually check out your whole product catalog and see what you have. Like mine, here it is. And you can see kind of where you want to go. You can get your ideas from checking out a product catalog. Let's bounce over to Printify. That's another shipping place. I've never used them personally. I've heard a lot of things about them, and I've heard a lot of good things about them. And they all give you the, their how it works kind of stuff, their pricing, whatnot. Looks like you can have 5 stores with them. So that's kind of nice for free. I like to check out the old catalogs and see what's going on here and see what they're selling. These shirts, it looks like they're a little cheaper. I don't know if you remember the price was $7.95 or Printful. This one's $6.76. So that could be an option for you as well. I don't know what kind of integrations they have. So yeah, you'd have to check into that yourself, but maybe they do, maybe they don't. Another one is Teespring. This one I do use because it's super simple. Teespring has these integrations. So if you wanted to be a YouTube seller, I know people out there have their own YouTube channels. You could do it directly off there. And yeah, let's see if I have my stores on here. I sure do. So I have a blog for the brand, and then I just have a bunch of little random shirts put up right here that you can buy directly off the blog website. So that's kind of for me. And then it's just a different brand, right? And this took me total for all these designs, which are actually not even designs. They're just words with different fonts. This took me a total of like an hour to put all these together. It's not that it's tough, because literally just words. And if you've never, it'd be nice if you just stop bugging me, people. Also, if you have your own website and you have like, you fall into that like pop-up thing, make sure you don't do it every 12 seconds like a lot of these websites are doing. That they've been showing lately that's actually a bigger turnoff than most things. So people do that, and they just jam you with ads and pop-ups, and it just eliminates half the thing. So for my website, I actually have for my podcast, I actually have a website, which is totally free through Podpage. And I cannot recommend Podpage enough. If you want to check them out, I will leave a link for you down here. But basically with Podpage, you just do your podcast. Say if you do it on like Anchor, which is 100% free, they'll actually take your RSS feed, the really simple, stuff, and throw it into a website for you in a matter of minutes. Like this, I didn't do this design. I don't know how to do that. Well, I guess I do, but I didn't do all that. They did it for me. And I just wrote some stuff like there's me. Or here's what it is. Reviews, partners, donate, main site. And then I made a shop because they actually have an integration through Podpage that works with Teespring. See how up here? It's a Teespring now. All it did was just bounce you over. So under using different resources like this, I can have someone on my podcast say, hey, go check us out here. I could change the name if I wanted to, but that's just a subdomain through my main site. Go check me out over here. Here's an episode, which, by the way, if you didn't know, you should probably fill out your episode specifics and stuff. Put links in your show notes, all this here, and then people can actually come over and click to get to here. Once they get to here, they can see, oh, man, look, I can buy something. Let me get a shirt. Let me get whatever. Hey, I want to be funny. Let me do this. Bang, there you go. Make sense? If not, that's okay. I can help you out. But that is a quick run through. How you get paid too is some of these services will charge for shipping. You have to double check that. Some don't. Their price is all in. Just make sure you read the details. I don't know all hundreds and hundreds of these third-party printing services, so I might not know the answer specifically, and I'll never tell you the real answer because I'll say double check because I could be wrong, and I don't want you to lose money. So some of these services will charge shipping. Some will put it all on there. But in essence, what happens is that you make your designs, someone buys them, the third-party service then prints them and ships those products. Say if you put a design on a hoodie or this hat right here, that was my design. Someone would buy it. That product would get shipped directly to your buyer. You do nothing else. Does that make sense? You don't hold any of this in your house. You don't have to get a warehouse. You don't have to do anything except make a design, upload it, and then promote it. And the way you can promote it's through your own store, through eBay, through Mercari, through Shopify, through Facebook, through your Instagram. You can make an Instagram of nothing but, I don't know, puppies, like pictures of puppies. And then you could just put little puppies on hats and people could buy all of them. Or socks. Socks are like a big seller nowadays. And I don't know why. I think it's because I wear slippers and I don't know. I changed. It's a weird thing. Don't worry about it. I hate people seeing my feet anyway, so I'm always wearing shoes. But socks are like a huge thing. You can put stupid designs on socks. My God, there are just so many designs out there, and I can even try to Google it. I've never done this yet because I don't mind making a couple of designs for myself. But maybe we can find some comments, some designs that people are not charging for. And basically it's sometimes, so you can get common designs just from like Creative Commons from a lot of places. You can, I'm not even going to get into this with you now. I'll just give you the rundown of it. You can get like designs, say if you were to want to make YouTube videos. If you scroll at the bottom of YouTube, there are Creative Commons where you can license those for free, make your own thing and add to it if you want. There's also plenty of royalty like images out there. Like here you go. PNG tree. If you want a weird picture, oh my God, with the pop-ups, guys. I just did this for a buddy of mine. He's got a bar. Shout out Trav in Morgantown. He's got a bar named Baby Squirrels Saloon, which is kind of funny because it's like a Southern thing. But anyway, I came over to a site like this, and you can actually download this PNG. Just right click it or whatever it is, and then save it and use it and make it yourself. Make sense? Then you take that over to Canva or whatever site you're using. Make a design. Canva, I missed you. How are you doing? Canva has designs and templates for stuff all over the place, which is super nice. Like I don't even have to go find the dimensions. Canva just did it for me. We can come over here. Double check your dimensions though, just to be safe. And Canva has a bunch of free prints already, man, under their templates. I paid for the pro membership, so you get even more. But let's see, we could, boom, that's now a t-shirt. We save this. And this is how super simple this is. One side, what's up, Canva? I think they charge for these. Some of them, sorry. We'll go back to a different example. Sorry, but they may or may not charge for some of them. Believe in the good. Is this free Canva? Yeah, we'll just save this little design. Oh, Canva does printing. How about that? I'm good on that. But that's funny that you can print directly from Canva. They're getting into the hustle now. Hey, a little bit of money. I did not know that. But there you go. You can use Canva, print it all at the same place too. But here we go back to it. We're going to upload a file. Also, this is nice if you want to upload a bunch of files all at once. And then you can put them across different kind of products. That's super easy. Also very convenient. If you can see there. Now I go to templates. And I want to make a template. I want to put that on some, I don't want to do underwear. That would be awkward. Let's get a shirt for a, let's get a shirt for a kid. Little toddler shirt. I already have my design uploaded, right? So I can go to my files. Bang. Obviously, I would change the color on the background, but you're free to do whatever you want. It's your world. I'm just living here. This looks terrible. I understand, but it's the concept behind it that I'm trying to point out. I would just make the shirt the same color, or I would eliminate that background when I saved it on Canva. Canva gives you the option to, when you download, to get a transparent background. I would do that with some of the stuff because that looks bad. Let's do this on something else just because how bad that looks. And I don't want you guys judging me and thinking I'm stupid. Let's make a new template. Let's do something like accessories. Maybe a flip-flop. Keychain, face mask, socks. Drawstring bags. Are people still buying these? Oh, yeah. Oops, I didn't name that. And now look at that. Boom. That's how simple that is. I just have to then give them my information. I have to give them either my store or I have to put this somewhere so someone can go buy it. And that's it. They will print it for me and move it over for me. And that's all. Does everyone get that? If you have any questions, you could just leave it in some comments wherever I post this. If not, that's it. That's print on demand, and it's super easy. It's for things like, say, whenever we had the government locked everyone down, that was scary, right? And some people couldn't get out and source. So if you can't get sourcing, or say you don't have money, you're kind of short on funds, you can do something like this and make 100 products in a matter of a day. You can have a ton of products and different stuff too. I personally, like when I'm doing reselling things, I don't buy a lot of clothing because you can get returns and whatnot, or you buy something, like say if you bought something used and it's got holes, stains, whatever, I don't want to mess with it. And I don't know much about clothing. I don't know if you notice, I dress like I'm constantly just in sweats, I think. So I'm not exactly the authority to go to on clothing. It's not for me. But I know I can make a couple designs of random stuff that people want to wear. And I know that I can write funny things sometimes. So let's do that, right? And here's a site where you can just pull out different fonts. If you're doing just all font stuff, have at it. Come in here, grab one. You can get these can be free. Double check them. So some of them you might have to, they're just free for personal. They're not exactly free for business use. But you can use Google's as well. There you go. These are the tools that you guys need to do it. The other thing I wanted to show you too, just because some people have asked me different questions, like how do you source straight from like eBay or wherever? And it's because that there are people on eBay that aren't very good, right? And that's one of the reasons why this eBay sold price or comps, when people say check comps, that's what you can sell for. That's a bunch of crap, because you can sell for more. The average price, the comp price, is the price of all sellers on eBay. And I don't want to be all sellers. I want to be the guy on the first page. That's where 75% of these people check anyway. But for an example, okay, I'm going to switch over my screen. This is a current listing. Okay, 1840. The shipping, I would message them and say, hey, bro, that's kind of high, and then get it cheaper, or I would just offer them a different price. But if we look in here, this game itself, that has a sold comp price that everyone says for 40 bucks. This I have no idea, but I don't care, because I already made my money at 40 bucks. I doubled up. I would buy that, list it, sell it. That's it. People on eBay do things like this all the time, or they do it over on Macari. I just found one earlier. It was nuts. Someone bought all this stuff for like cheap, and you know, it's because that people don't know what stuff costs. Here's something random. Okay, I sell a lot of video games. This certain video game is an $80 game. It doesn't pop up much, so it's 80 bucks. This person has it for $19. Now it's $80 if you have the case and everything, but it's $45, $50 if you don't. You can make $30 off this person. You have to clean that off, that marker, but you can do that with a Mr. Clean magic eraser in a matter of seconds. But here you go, $20. This person sold this for 20 bucks, and I guarantee the person that bought it was probably some reseller that then just resold it, because it probably didn't last long. And here, this is even crazier. If you want to buy stuff up and then put them together to make things complete, this happens a lot too. These are just boxes and manuals. There's nothing else. So people will buy these together. Say we bought this box, a lot of boxes, and we bought this game. We spent 45 bucks. We can still sell it for more than that. We can sell for $85, $90. That's the comp price. We just pieced it together straight off Macari, and then we listed it somewhere else on eBay or wherever. People right now are selling PS4s for dirt cheap. And look at what's selling for PS3s. You know, someone a couple days ago offered me like this insane price of $200 some for a PS3, 2 Xbox Ones, 2 Xbox 360s, a GameCube, like 35 controllers and something else. And I was like, no, man. And I was like, how much are you going to get for that? And they were like, oh, $650. I'm like, what? You're doing it wrong. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Look at the prices. And let me show you the difference here. You see this? This obviously looks like crap. This looks better. This is just a console. That's fine. This has cords and whatnot. But look at here. It's because they take the time to look better and be better, right? It's great that my internet's so fast in my house. And they even charge $30 shipping. Good for you, whoever seller you are. If you see this video, know that I'm very proud of you, Hecto Garci 696. Good for you, buddy. Your description could use a little more, but that ain't so bad. It worked, didn't it? So what do I know? And yeah, he's got a white background. That's your first thing. Always put it on a white background. His first picture. Second picture does not. He's showing that it works. Here's what you're getting. Here's the control. The man didn't put, I'm sure, a ton of work in this. And if he did, I can show him how to make it a little faster. But the point is, you know, people think that prices are what they are just because everyone accepts the fact that they have to be the same as everyone else. Stop being lazy is what it comes down to. Like, you don't have to. This is crazy. They sold this 23 grand games with it. I would make $200 itself off those 23 games, and I don't even know what the 23 games are. But people, yeah, you don't have to accept a sold price or whatever it is because you think that is all you can get. If you can create a higher perceived value for someone, you can get more. The people that don't do that, honestly, it might not be their fault. They might not have known that they could do that. PS4s right now are selling for peanuts. I just saw like a few of them for like $100 on my Facebook marketplace. And it looks like they're selling for dirt cheap on eBay as well. But you can also see that some people are probably just buying these and flipping them. And good for you guys. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I wouldn't even start that out as an auction either. Buy it now. That way you don't have to worry about surprises like that. Yeah, this should not be $200 and stuff. The reason it is because obviously the PS5 came out. So this could be a good time if someone wanted to buy like 5-6 PS4s, hold them for 3 months. The buzz on PS5 will go away. Hold them for a few months and sell them then. If you wanted to, it's up to you. I mean, here's one of my stores on eBay. I have a few. I'm trying to find something. Here we go. I sold this yesterday. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles graded comic book, 8.0. Here's what I sold it for. Okay, I sold it for $250 plus shipping. I did price it out just to make sure. First print. Now, I don't remember how big of a difference this one was, but mine's an 8.0, mind you, 8.0. Here's a 9.2. I sold $250. They sold $3. These are all best offers, it looks like. This one says it's a high grade. They don't even know. These are raw books here. No one's got a thing on them. 9.6. I got half the price that this person did. 9.4. That's not it. 9.4. They probably got $300. I should have looked this up graded just to make a point. Okay, here's a 9.6, $259. That's me, by the way, $249.99. And I always make 99 because that means 250, but it's okay. This person made $10 more than me, and their book is graded 1.6 points higher than mine. And yeah, if I had a 9.6, I would have sold that thing for $600, $700. The point is that you do not have to settle for nasty little things. Like, why are you selling things for peanuts? It takes the same amount of time to make the same amount of money. If anyone also finds this little comic book out here, if you see this anywhere, or say your kid has this in his room and you don't know anything about comic books, take this from your kid. They don't deserve it. Think of anything they've ever done wrong in their life. It doesn't have to be graded, but look at this. If you find this guy, let me know. I'll buy it from you. No, I'll teach you how to make it, or not make it, but I'll teach you how to sell it if you find that. Especially if you got a first print. You just made 100 G's. But yeah, if anyone has those out there, I'll show you how to make money off of it. And the point of it is that you don't have to sell for dirt cheap, like this person is. This is their buy it now price. I'm sure if I messaged them and said, hey, look, like there's some dirt on your games, give me like $3 discount, they would. Or over here, these poor people just got taken. My car is not exactly the most savvy of buyers, sellers. The point is, you don't have to sell your stuff for cheap. You can sell your stuff for more. It takes the same amount of time to make the listing. The only difference is you should probably put a little bit of time into your pictures. Like if you're putting up pictures where your dirty feet are in the background, you're not going to get that money. If you're putting up pictures where you threw something onto your couch and you took pictures off your couch, you're probably not going to get that money. You have to put in the work to get the rewards. But yeah, just don't sell yourself short. It's the same amount of time and effort. If someone tells you otherwise, they're lying to you, or it's because they don't know, and that's okay because no one's taught them. But if you guys want to learn more, just let me know. And that's print on demand. If you guys liked it, I hope you check it out. But you don't have to be a designer. You don't need to know all the ins and outs. You just put up a couple designs. You can help someone do it. If you want to get real crazy, you could use Fiverr and find a designer for you, but it's not necessary. So I hope you guys got something out of this. Let me know what you got. If you got any questions, if you don't have any questions, whatever it is, I'm more than glad to help. I just trying to help the world, guys. It's the easiest way to get a bunch of things for cheaper or without doing a lot of work. If you don't have, maybe we got another lockdown. Who knows? But this is the way to get some products without moving out of your house. You don't even have to move from your. I'm actually on one of my couches right now. You don't have to move. You can just be lazy like me. Maybe dress a little better than me because, yeah. Also, if you're wondering, I do not wear glasses. These are for looking at like UVs and blues and yada, yada, yada. Like the computer glasses. So I don't lose my vision staring at a computer a lot. Pick these up for yourself. They're only like $12 online. And some say I look like a Clark Kent, but who might argue? That's it, guys. Take care.